on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. the foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday.
ADR Networks presenta Las opiniones expresadas en este programa son responsabilidad exclusiva de quienes las emiten y no representan necesariamente el pensamiento o alguna posición oficial de este medio de comunicación.
ADR Networks presenta.
This is Celestine Angel.
And I'm Isaac Crouch.
And this is...
On that foreign show.
Yes, yo. What do you do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people everywhere? Welcome to the show, That Foreign Show. I'm Isaac Rakesh and we are on ADR Networks, activating your senses. Today it's just me. Celestine is at a shoot. She's doing a commercial shoot with Dramamin, right? So she's not going to be here today. It's just me. And I want to kick things off by jumping right into the insider segment and talk to you guys a bit about something that we're really excited about. All right. Now, over the weekend, Illuminary, that's us, we have been putting together an I Am the Money party. All right. It was a backstage party. All right. It was a backstage party and also kind of like an immersive experience that we put together. What you're seeing on the screen there is the single that is being released right now. It's available on all platforms. All right, I Am the Money. We have a track that's out, and that is the name of the track, I Am the Money. Go check it out on Spotify, as you can see right there. Right, that's the Spotify screen, and that's the name of the band, Illuminary. That's me, Erick, Celestine. And this is something that is very dear to our heart because, in a sense, it's our production debut. It's the first track that we've kind of, that's completely done by us, right? We've worked with amazing people in the past before who have taught us so much. And okay, what you're looking at right there is a photo of the event that I was telling you guys about. The I Am the Money immersive backstage party event. Now, big shout out to Diegi. You can see he's the one with the cup over there. That's Diegi. He's the owner of the studio, Contrast Studio. Big shout out to them. And a big shout out also to each and every one of the beautiful people that came down to be a part of this immersive experience. Now, what is this immersive experience? It was like it's like a mix, you know. We perform our songs. We debuted a new song for them, right? We also played some songs from our old set, and we also did some interactive things like we getting them to sign a poster, right? And it's not just sign it, but write some words of empowerment on a piece of canvas type material, right? We did like 2 sheets of that, so it's kind of like an artistic kind of exchange. And I also got people to like kind of sign my hat, as you can see here. You know, so I got some people to sign it, and that's also part of what we were trying to go for. I Am the Money immersive backstage party experience. We wanted it to be a kind of like a performance art, you know, so that people who came down can be immersed in this idea of I Am the Money. So, guys, Foreign Show family, ADR, go check it out. Go check it out. This track on Spotify. You can also listen to it on iTunes and Deezer and all of the other platforms as well. I Am the Money. Yeah. You are the money, right? So that's the message. That's the message, that we are all, the power is with us. The power is with us, and that's what we wanted to talk about with this. So we hijacked this today's insider segment to bring you guys this announcement, all right? This happy, joyful thing that we are really proud of, that we've dropped. The track dropped actually today. Today's the first day. So you can go check it out. And thank you again to all of the people who pre-save the link, right? For you guys, you guys got to hear it first thing when it dropped. So thank you again. And again, a very big thank you to all of the people who came down to the party, all right? Me and Celestine and Erick, we had a great time doing the show, and also, you know, taking photos and just exchanging art, you know, and making it a special thing. Hope to see you guys on the next thing that we're going to do, you know. And wow, just looking at the photo brings back. So it was just an amazing night, no? Just an amazing night. Yes, all right. And on today's show, we have a return guest. All right, Erick hasn't arrived yet. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a brief introduction, and then we will go into commercial break, all right? In today's show, we are bringing back Erick Chong, all right? And he's going to talk to us about his first trip to Malaysia. He's a Mexican Asian, and he does lion dance, all right? So he's deep into it. We want to get into it with him. We want to chop it up, find out what's what, and we'll be back after this commercial break. Peace.
We are going to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On the Foreign Show.
Hola, soy Hanna de la Madrid y te invito a que todos los jueves en punto de la 1 de la tarde nos acompañes en el programa Psycho Mom. Estaremos hablando de temas de actualidad y los retos que enfrentamos las mujeres en nuestro día a día. ¿Por dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy Alicia Rábago y te invito a que todos los viernes a las 9 de la mañana no te pierdas Acompañándonos. Es un programa que tiene temas de salud, de educación, de bienestar, de crecimiento personal, de estar y compartir. Son programas de interés para ti, para mí y para todos. Así que te espero los viernes 9 a.m. en Acompañándonos por ADR Networks.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Nosotros somos
Tony Nieto.
Yo soy Cox y los invitamos a que no se pierdan todos los miércoles de
3 a 4 de la tarde
nuestro programa Conectados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Estás escuchando ADR Networks.
Queridos amigos de Trending Topic, Sergio el Pelón Juárez para recordarles que los esperamos todos los martes.
No. ¿Cómo que los martes, Padre Santo?
¿Qué no eran los martes?
¿No te enteraste del memo de que ahora ya son los jueves?
Sí, pero se me olvidó. Los esperamos los jueves, a partir de esta semana, todos los jueves, de 3 a 4 de la tarde por ADR Networks.
Trending Topic con Sergio Juárez
y Enrique Ortega. Nos vemos los jueves.
Los leo.
¿Listo para llevar tu marca al siguiente nivel? La audiencia digital crece cada día y es hora de que tu marca sea parte de esta revolución. En ADR Networks alcanzarás a miles, incluso millones de oyentes en todo el mundo. Imagina la exposición que esto significa para tu marca. No solo serás escuchado, sino que también tendrás a tu audiencia compartiendo y conectándose en las redes sociales, multiplicando tu presencia en línea. Contáctanos en nuestras redes sociales y descubre cómo ADR Networks puede impulsar tu éxito. Haz que tu marca resuene en el mundo digital. ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
¿Qué tal amigos? Los saluda Mariano Rivapalacio y los invito a que me acompañen todos los miércoles en punto de las 6 de la tarde en Factor Total. Aquí hablamos de temas de salud, de ciencia, de tecnología, problemáticas sociales, cultura y tradiciones, siempre de la mano de especialistas y voces autorizadas. Ya lo saben, 6 de la tarde, tiempo del Centro de México, a través de las plataformas digitales de ADR Networks. Factor Total, activando tus sentidos.
Estás escuchando ADR Networks.
¡Hey! ¡Ya estoy aquí! Vamos al teatro, veamos una película en streaming, te invito al cine, un concierto o un festival. Las mejores notas están aquí, en Magic Mike, todos los viernes a la 1 de la tarde por ADR Networks, donde estamos, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy Javi Gamboa y te invito a que no te pierdas todos los jueves en punto de las 9 de la noche Naked Lunch con lo mejor del rock y el metal, el soundtrack de tu vida, entrevistas y mucho más. Ayúdanos a desnudar a nuestros invitados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos. ¡Yeah!
Hola, nosotros somos
Ramón Martínez
y César Alcántara y te invitamos todos los jueves en punto de las 4 de la tarde en tu programa De la Muerte a la Vida,
con temas espirituales que te fortalecerán en tu crecimiento a la madurez espiritual por ADR Networks y ADR Wellness,
activando tus sentidos. No faltes.
Te esperamos.
Hola, soy Erick Cadena.
Yo soy Ale García. Y yo, Mariana Torres. Y te invitamos a que no te pierdas TUF,
un programa del mundo del entretenimiento donde tocaremos temas como música,
teatro, televisión,
artistas invitados, cine, series
y mucho más. Así que te la pasarás TUF todos los sábados a la 1 de la tarde
por ADR Networks,
activando tus sentidos.
Algunos dicen que el Café de las 10 es el programa más interesante de Internet.
Otros dicen que el Café de las 10 es el programa más inútil de Internet. La verdad es que no lo sabemos.
Lo que sí sabemos es que de las 10 de la mañana a las 12 del día vas a pasar un rato muy agradable hablando de diferentes temas como
noticias, videojuegos,
actualidad,
videojuegos, política, videojuegos, salud.
Mira, no te lo pierdas. De lunes a viernes a las 10 de la mañana, escucha el Café de las 10 en ADR Networks.
Activando tus sentidos.
Escúchenos, perros.
Estás escuchando ADR Networks.
Yo soy Monse Guarneros.
Yo soy Fer Gómez.
Y yo Lalo López. Y esto es Tu Voz, Unidos por Ti.
Historias de una fundación que ha llegado a tu hogar y que ha solucionado muchos problemas de ustedes.
Ayuda, dona, apoya y síguenos en nuestras redes sociales.
Además, sigue nuestras transmisiones a través de ADR Networks todos los jueves a partir de las 8 de la noche.
Activando tus sentidos.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Alberto Morales.
Y yo soy Yolanda Muedano.
Y te invitamos a nuestro programa Jite Karate Do, Artes Marciales y Deportes de Contacto.
Todos los lunes en punto de las 9 de la mañana.
Para platicar de lo mejor de las artes marciales.
Aquí en ADR Networks
y ADR Sports.
Activando tus sentidos marciales.
Hola, soy Hanna de la Madrid. Y te invito a que todos los jueves, en punto de la 1 de la tarde, nos acompañes en el programa Psycho Mom. Estaremos hablando de temas de actualidad y los retos que enfrentamos las mujeres en nuestro día a día. ¿Por dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Aviso urgente para todos los amos y guerreros del camino. La espera terminó.
Llega el programa más loco e irreverente de las 5-7. Este es un reto para todos los que se mueven sobre ruedas.
Si tú quieres que tus sentidos exploten al máximo, escucha al equipo de las 5-7.
Te esperamos con buen humor, música y mucha información.
Recuerda, equipo de las 5-7 en acción por ADR Networks.
Te esperamos todos los martes y jueves.
De 6 a 7 de la tarde. Activando tus sentidos.
Hola amigos, yo soy Mike y los quiero invitar todos los viernes a la 1 de la tarde a que sintonicen Magic Mike, donde encontrarán las mejores sugerencias para qué ver, qué leer o a dónde ir. No se lo pierdan, viernes 1 de la tarde por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Nosotros somos
Tony Nieto.
Yo soy Cox y los invitamos a que no se pierdan todos los miércoles de
3 a 4 de la tarde
nuestro programa Conectados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, nosotros somos
Ramón Martínez
y César Alcántara y te invitamos todos los jueves en punto de las 4 de la tarde en tu programa De la Muerte a la Vida,
con temas espirituales que te fortalecerán en tu crecimiento a la madurez espiritual por ADR Networks y ADR Wellness,
activando tus sentidos. No faltes.
Te esperamos.
Aviso urgente para todos los amos y guerreros del camino. La espera terminó.
Llega el programa más loco e irreverente de las 5-7. Este es un reto para todos los que se mueven sobre ruedas.
Si tú quieres que tus sentidos exploten al máximo, escucha al equipo de las 5-7.
Te esperamos con buen humor, música y mucha información.
Recuerda, equipo de las 5-7 en acción por ADR Networks.
Te esperamos todos los martes y jueves.
De 6 a 7 de la tarde. Activando tus sentidos.
Hola a todos, yo soy Rosalinda García, la morfopsicóloga número 1 de México. Quiero invitarlos a ver este nuevo programa, Rostros Desnudos, un programa en el que conocerás la personalidad, la psique, el corazón, el amor, todo lo que les interesa saber sobre la personalidad. Así que no se lo pierdan todos los viernes a las 12 de la tarde por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy la doctora Verónica Ortega y te invito a aprender de medicina, medicina funcional, salud, bienestar, cocina natural, ejercicio, mindfulness y mucho más todos los lunes en punto de las 7 en mi programa Salud y Bienestar por ADR Network, activando y sanando tus sentidos.
Inicia tus mañanas con buena actitud, bien informado en temas de actualidad, salud, noticias, entretenimiento y todo lo que quieres saber respecto a tu día a día.
Hola, yo soy Alicia Rábago y te invito a que todos los viernes a las 9 de la mañana no te pierdas Acompañándonos. Es un programa que tiene temas de salud, de educación, de bienestar, de crecimiento personal, de estar y compartir. Son programas de interés para ti, para mí y para todos. Así que te espero los viernes 9 a.m. en Acompañándonos por ADR Networks.
Hey guys, we're back at TFS. Thank you for staying with us.
Yes, y'all. Welcome back to the show. We're having some technical difficulties. But right now we should be good. Do we have Erick backstage right now? Here we go. Hey, welcome to the show, Erick. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for the invitation again.
Yes, no, thank you for being here. I know you're busy. I see that you are still right now. You are training right now. There's a drum behind you. Oh, we got cut off. Well, guys, as you see, we trying to get Erick to log in. All right, he's actually we're having some difficulties with that. But once we get that settled, all right, we're gonna chop it up with him and find out what's going on. Right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna start training like in a few minutes ago, and so let's do it as we can do it.
Okay, perfect. Well, as you guys know, ladies and gentlemen, Erick is a returning guest. All right, so we're very happy that you're here with us. Thank you for being here. And I think first of all, want to find out from you, Erick, how did you get into lion dance? Like, what is the history of your personal history?
Well, actually, these traditions come from my mom. It's an ancient tradition from this side of my family, from Chinese family. My grandfather he was one of the first persons who do the eye dotting for the dragons and lions. They came from the south part of Mexico, Chiapas. So that's a tradition come from my family. Yeah, there's a famous memory around my mom that she's always talking about that. When I was like 4 or 5 years ago, when I was 4 or 5 years, she said like I was taking a blanket or something like that, and I started to do lion dance. So I think that's the way I love this part of my culture. Hello?
That orange show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFA.
Hi. We are back.
Hey.
Sorry about this. There's some technical difficulties. We are getting logged off every now and then. But please go ahead with what you're telling us. So this tradition of lion dance actually came from your mom and your grandfather.
Yeah. They
Okay.
come from that part. I love this part because every Chinese New Year I was there, just enjoying the lion dance, loving it. It's like every ancient Chinese movie that all the kids there were playing, and just fascinating about how the lion dancers were performing during Chinese New Year. So I become one, and I still doing that.
Right. That's really interesting. So, and then when this made you interested to also participate in it, to try it out, is it?
Yeah, at the beginning it was hard because I have too many. When I was young, I have too many things to do. I was on the school. I was doing. I was on the basketball team and then a American football team. So I was a little bit busy to
Wow.
do a lot of stuff. But when I have the time and the chance to do lion dance, I become part of this, and I still doing it, and that's one of the things that I love because it makes me feel closer to the part that I still feel the most.
You're a part of yourself, right? A part of
Yeah.
of who you are, right? Okay. Wait. So okay, that's interesting. So can you tell us a bit about this trip that you just did, right, to Malaysia? It's your first time, and I mean, okay, maybe for the people who don't know, maybe you can explain to them this lion dance culture. It's like, is it only in certain countries right now, or is it like you find it everywhere? And also, is it done by mainly the Chinese people in these places, or how is it?
I think at the beginning of lion dance of the Chinese lion dance culture, it becomes just for China. But after the revolution and spreading the culture around all the world, I think the lion dance is one of the most iconic way to describe Chinese culture all around the world. So I think right now it's part of all the world. It's not just about the Chinese culture. It's about all the world's culture. And if you watch
Right.
and if you have the chance to see the competitions, you're gonna see, for example, that USA in one of the competitions, there's a famous competition called Genting. Genting, it's in Malaysia actually, uh, and they
Yes,
call it
it's
like.
a beautiful place there. We kind of lost you there, Eric. Your picture kind of froze up for a second.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm
Okay,
still here. I'm
you're
still
back. You're back.
here.
Yes, Genting is a place that's yeah. Maybe you can tell us about more about it.
Yeah, the Genting right now. I mean, it's a famous place in Malay that it's a kind of a resort. It's on the top of a mountain closer to Kuala Lumpur, and on that resort, usually they make the famous Genting competition. There is a lion dance competition that who wins that competition, it it gained the title of Lion Dance King or the Lion King. So all countries around the world they are going there to compete in that competition.
Whoa,
Um,
oh, that's so interesting. Why is it there? Like what makes it special there?
I think right now because Malaysia is one of the most famous places about lion dance, and I'm feeling sad to saying that because I'm part Chinese, but I think right now Malaysia has the most powerful and strongest teams in all the world. So that's why probably they are doing there.
Can you tell us, like, when you say, okay, so what when you say most powerful and like the strongest teams, like in what aspects of the thing would make a team actually strong? Is it like I mean, okay, for a person who doesn't like myself, I represent, I guess, people who, they have not that big a knowledge about lion dance, and what we see is a lot of acrobatic stuff. It's like very physical, right? Can you tell us more about like what makes a good team?
Yeah, okay. Maybe the acrobatic part is one of the points that the judge is going to check on your performance, but it's not the most important about the performance. The most important about the performance is the story that you're telling, and the second one, the emotions that the lion is making. The best teams is a team that they can make emotions, because the lion dance talk about life. You know, each time that we're watching a lion dance performance, we're gonna connect with the lion, because the lion's gonna have fear. They're gonna be strong. They're gonna be angry. They're gonna have the feelings that we can feel it. They're gonna be excited. They're gonna be emotional. They're gonna be happy. So, as the best way the performance can do and can make you feel that emotions, that represents that the lion teams is better. And if you feel that emotions, that they're going to tell you that that team is better. And it's not just about telling that, oh, they're going to make a lot of acrobatics and they're going to make that difficult skills that they are jumping and jumping and jumping. No, they are telling you a story. And if you can understand that story and you can understand that emotions with the music and everything, you're going to say like, oh, that team is amazing.
And
For
when
example,
you
sorry, Isaac. Sometimes I get enthusiastic about this.
No, please, I want to hear more. Go ahead.
For example, I was telling you that right now, lion dance is it's everything about the world, and because as I was saying, it's about stories. I remember that one time, the USA team, the American team, they went to the canteen and they performed a story about the baseball, and you know that the baseball is one of the most important sports in America. So that's the way they are transmitting their culture, and they are showing to the world that that it's part of it. And for
Whoa, so
example,
okay.
one time we make in here in Mexico, we make a performance talking about the axolotls that we have here, and it's a Mexican representative animal here. So that's why we're trying to connect with the people.
So the basically it's they use the lion dance and the dance to talk about baseball.
Yeah, because at the beginning, the lion dance, the lion dance, talking about lion dance, became from the Chinese opera. So it's part of the Chinese opera, and they were telling stories about, for example, the Monkey King or the Three Kingdoms poem. Huang Kong, Liu
Yeah.
Fei, Changfei, etc., etc. So that's why
The
we still
right.
keeping that roots about telling stories, telling the opera parts and everything, just to try to transmit stories.
Wow, that's so interesting. I'm sure a lot of people are not aware of this part of the lion dance. Like it's really an art, right? Like a theater kind of art form. And what can you tell us a bit about when you went to Malaysia? What do you feel is different over there, in terms of the culture and the way they approach the lion dance as compared to Mexico?
I mean, for example, first of all, Mexico, we're still on diapers talking about lion dance. They're like Malaysia. You can see all all that. How can I tell it? Like, because telling that Asian people is incorrect. Like the Chinese part of people that live in Malay, they are a commitment with their culture, and they are trying to transmit it and keep it. Here in Mexico, we're still doing like that, but lion dance sometimes here all the American continent, it's hard to keep it, especially if you're not Chinese or you're not
Right.
part of the culture. So that's a big difference between that. It's like they are committed training every day. Here, it's hard to train every day. because we have a lot of different stuffs. We have jobs to studies, university, everything. So sometimes it's hard to keep it on that same level. And the way they did it, you feel that they are just playing. They are just like kids playing. They are training and they are just having fun between each other. They are like but the best way that I can say it is like they are making a family in each group. It's like probably they are competing against another teams, but you know that you feel the empathy and of if you fall down. I know that feel when you fall down from the junks because I one time it happened to me, and I can be empathize with you because it doesn't as one of the best masters said is like it doesn't matter how many times you fall as long as you keep on mind that you must stand up again. So that's the way, that's something that we must try to keep it here in Mexico. It's like sometimes we fall down and we don't want to wake up again, or we don't want to stand up again, and that's one of the
Right.
most important cultures here in lion dance.
Wow,
I
that's a
mean,
like important life lesson, no? Right? For sure.
yeah, lion dance is about lessons. It's everything about family. It's about honor. It's about loyalty. That sometimes we forgot about and it's not sometimes loyalty about a team or loyalty about president or something like that. It's loyalty about what you feel, what you think, what you have inner you. So, I mean, that's lion dance.
Yo, hearing you speak about this, like I feel what you're saying also, cause like as you say, the lion. I mean, the lion also kind of represents honor, and nobleness and stuff. And we're from Singapore, and the lion is actually a merlion is a part of our it's part of our symbol, like we have it on the crest also. And so I definitely get this whole family thing and culture thing. And I also feel, and I'm sure you agree, that it should be a part of people growing up, right? Maybe kids or something. It should be a part of their culture to kind of be around this thing of self-respect and self-honor, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I say that same one. It's like sometimes we forget about it, and it's sad because sometimes when we forget it about it, we forget about ourselves. We forget what we are and what we can can be or cannot be. And just remember that life is like that. That is not wrong that you can be scared. It's not wrong to fall down. It's not wrong to feel I don't know, angry. But it's at the same time it's not wrong to feel happy, to feel strong, try to
Wow.
stand up again. And the
Yes, for
most
sure.
important is
Yeah.
don't forget that you have somebody else around you that is gonna support you. You're not walking alone along all this trip.
Wow. So, in your teams, in these families, do you how does it work when a new batch of people want to join the team? Do the older people like yourselves, you become like a sort of like a big brothers, right? The big like elder brothers to take care of these new people.
Yes, I mean the most important thing that I'm teaching to the group is like probably you're the oldest one on the team, or probably or you're the younger one, but you have something to share. And the most important is the heart that you're putting on it. If you had the heart to put the stuff here, you're gonna become better. You're gonna train better. You're gonna try to empathize with the other ones who's training with you, because probably you're better right now, but you don't know at the beginning you weren't that good as you are right now. So you must train with them. You must teach them. It's like it's not about just the Sifu is teaching everyone. No, 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 no. It's like the Sifu teach, but at the same time you have the main labor to teach the other one, because
Man.
as one teach
Hmm.
you, you're gonna learn, and as you need to teach the other one. So that's one the things that I must teach, and it's not just about lion dance. It's about trying to help other ones, and it's like just not about just lion dance. It's like try to help them to stand up again. And it's not just about what's happening inside the team. It's outside the team. Sometimes you're having a lot of things to do about the stress about job, a stress about university, a stress about school.
Yeah.
But you need to share that heavy weight and help and receive help and help to the other ones.
Is that the advice that you usually give your people, like to share their problems or to share their heaviness?
The most thing that I always teach to the team is like the things that you do, always do it with your heart. Otherwise, you're gonna fail. So if you
And how
do
how do
the
you?
thing,
Sorry to cut you off, but that's a very interesting point also, and it's giving me this is, I mean, like Wizard of Oz, like when you think about that, they're on a journey, and to to get the heart. How do you inspire people to have more heart?
when one sifu and my sifu, a Chollywood sifu, told me one time is like the mabu, as taller as it grows, it must learn how to bend. So it doesn't matter that how good am I. It's like the most important thing is what can I do for the other one. So for example, if somebody falls, I need to go and help them. It's like no, just fall and it happens. No, it's like no, I'm gonna help him to stand up again. If you have injury or something like that, I'm gonna be the first one to try to take care of that injury or something like that and see what's going on. If you have something happening in your life, I'm gonna try to empathize and to tell them, okay, we can fix it, we cannot fix it, what we can do, what we cannot do. So that's it.
And this will kind of inspire as, yeah. And I can imagine that if the young ones see you doing this, they will also feel inspired to help each other, right? And
Well, I try
kind of
to.
become but they try. Yeah, that's the reality. That's what we want, but then there's the reality. Hey man, can you tell us when you went on this trip to Malaysia, do you feel it strengthened your connection or your understanding of lion dance, or your relationship with it?
Well, I was in charge, and I was taking my Sifu was always taking care of me. So every time I was learning something, and just not about technical stuffs and or jumping or everything. It was something about spiritual stuff, you know,
Mm.
how Sifu take care of the students. So I learned how that I'm a Sifu. I need to learn how to take care of my students. I learn about the commitment of between brothers because, for example, one of my big brothers, I'm the ninth disciple of my Sifu, and the first one is four times world champion. So and you're gonna see him, and it's like as a small guy, is always humble. He come to
Mm.
you and he's gonna help you. He's gonna take you to a restaurant. And he's gonna talk to you. He's gonna teach you anytime he wants. And they're gonna take you to the ride and see the city and everything. And that sometimes we forgot about it. It's like we just think about the things that we become and that the prizes and the champions that we had, but we forgot the roots, and we forgot that it's just something material. The most important is what we do with the people. So I mean, that's one of the things that I learned there. Is like you learn how when you need to be quiet and learn when you need to speak up. Um, well, that's something that I'm still learning. I was learning there.
This is, it's a very, like you said, a very spiritual kind of exercise, right? And it's also not easy, right? Because you're actually dealing with, when you're dealing with people, you're kind of dealing with yourself, right? Like your emotions and
Yeah,
your
and that's
things.
lion dance. I mean, that's lion dance. There's a famous phrase here in lion dance that they say like, "Oh, everybody can buy a lion and try to make a team," and they're like, "Oh, I'm doing lion dance." But the most important question that we need to make is like, are you really doing lion dance? Like, are you making emotions? Are you making transmitting what you are on a thing? Because once you take off your head, and I mean the lion dance head, and somebody see your face, you are breaking uh, that imagine of a lion. That you're breaking uh, that image that you're making. You're not you. You are a lion, and you are forgetting
Right.
about you're thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about your feelings. So that's the hardest part. Is like trying to put your emotions there and express your emotions, because the way that I'm happy is not gonna be the same way as you're happy. But we between each other we understand that we are happy. So that's the lion dance. It's like probably I'm gonna make the lion dance that the happy expression different as you are making a happier expression. But we know
Right.
that we are talking about that we are happy. So once we can do it, understand it, and feel it, we are doing lion dance.
Wow, that's really beautiful, man. And it's like a family, right? It's really like almost like a family dynamic, because you actually see that in families. Like families are usually the closest together, and also because they are so close, they kind of like they would trigger each other. Like they would provoke, and they would cause each other to grow, right? I mean, what do you feel in your experience is like one of the most, I would say, the most difficult part of being in a lion dance group, or a family.
Talking about here in Mexico, talking about
Oh, yeah, maybe in here in Mexico, or
here
wherever
in
you want to talk
Mexico.
about, bro. Yeah,
I'm gonna say both of the sides.
yeah.
Probably here in Mexico, when you're responsible of a team, the hardest part is try to keep it as it is. It's like if you're a lion dance team and you're trying to just focus on your mission. It's like if your mission is making transmission and keep the culture and everything, it's okay. If you want to make think that your team is for sports, I mean transmit the part of the sport of the lion dance, it's okay too. But once you start to think about do you want to make money or you want to feel everything, you're just trying to make money. You're not with another stuff. It's like buying stuffs and just selling, but you forget. It's like try to put a big something else, like a big custom of a cow or something like that, just to make entertainment. But you're not making just entertainment.
Entertainment.
You're trying to keep a culture, and
Mm.
that's the hardest part because people forget about that. If you do lion dance, you're trying to keep a culture, and once you try uh, to change it a lot, you're forgetting about the culture. You're just focused about the things that you want. It's like your ego is talking. It's not talking about this stuff. Let the lion talk about himself. You don't need to talk about the lion.
Wow, yo, that's really cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
and
you almost have to look at something that's bigger than you, bigger than each other, right? It's something bigger, right?
yeah, a good team, the lion is gonna speak. You don't need to talk. If you're the leader, if you're somebody else inside the team, you don't need to speak. The lion is gonna speak about you. Your performance is gonna speak about you. The knowledge that you have, because you need to know calligraphy, you need to learn literature, you need to know about religion, you need to know a lot of stuff when you have a lion dance team, and you need to
Wow.
remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. For example, if we want to talk about literature, the performance, sometimes the ancient performance, we're gonna talk about different chapters of the. I'm gonna say some books that usually they make the performance of the
Yes,
Lion
please.
King. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For example, do you know the Lion King story? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I forget how to say it in English. It's like the Road to the West, I think. I
Oh,
think that's
Journey to the West.
the Journey to the West. Yeah, 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 yeah. The Journey to the West. I forgot. I forgot.
Right.
Sorry. So, for example, sometimes the lion dance team took a chapter of them and make the performance about that. For example, when the Lion King, with the Monkey King took the staff from the dragon, or they took different chapters and they make the story. So you need to know about literature. Otherwise, you're not going to understand what they're talking about. Or probably the ancient themes they're going to make about the poem of the three kingdoms, and you're going to talk about the famous three warriors of the five tigers, and you need to understand which character they are performing and which chapter of the poem they are taking to make the performance. And if you're not studying and you're not trying to be involved actually in the lion dance, you're not gonna understand it. Another famous cultural stuff about lion dance is like the fish that jump that jump from the golden gate, from the dragon gate. I don't know.
I remember something like that. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I don't know the name in English. Sorry, but it's
and I don't know the story specifically also.
It's about the fish that is gonna swim in the opposite direction of the river, and when he found a waterfall, he's gonna find a big dragon gate, and once he jump and cross the dragon gate, he's gonna transform this fish into a dragon. So the story talk about to keep it going. It's like just don't.
Wow, it's a yeah. I mean, it's like an art form, right? That is like you need all like this different knowledge to kind of really get the full idea of it, right? It's very you can tell it's an ancient and very deep culture for sure. Well, yeah, Eric, you know what? We actually only have like 5 minutes left. That was a few minutes ago. So okay, so maybe very briefly, could you just tell us what's in the future for you and with line dance, and what advice you have, also maybe some final words for our listeners?
Yeah, sure. Not for me. It's for Mexico. It's all about Mexico. It's like my knowledge is for everyone. So first of all, we're gonna have, with the support of another associations from America, from USA and Canada, we're gonna have the first international judging course that is gonna be for a Pan-American. So we're gonna be able to judge in all these continents. The second one, we're gonna try to make a tournament. So the teams that are gonna come from another parts from the country, from the continent, and probably from around the world. So we're gonna try to be part of it, and try to compete, become better, because we know that Mexico is on diaper. So we need to, try to get it on and try to make as best as we can.
Yeah. Well, Erick Chong, all the best to you for that. That foreign show salutes you and your troupe and the things that you're doing. And we want to offer also, like when you guys have this tournaments and things, you can just give us some of the info so that we can actually let the people know about what's going on with you guys.
Yeah, sure. Probably in the next month we're gonna celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival on Xochimilco. So I'm inviting everyone to go there. It's gonna be on June 8th. So we can see you there. You're gonna dance. You're gonna singing there too. So
yeah, we're gonna perform there.
Yeah.
Cool. We will talk about it more for sure in the weeks to come. And now, what are you gonna do now? Is training
right
back to training for you?
We're gonna train. Yeah, we need to train the team.
All right, cool. Well, guys, I'm Isaac Rakesh. I have Erick Chong with me here today, and we are signing out here on TFS on ADR Networks, activating your senses. Peace. Ciao.
Thank you to all who joined us here on That Foreign Show. It's been awesome.